And I wanted to post a couple of questions that are a follow-up to my adventures with Comcast's Gigabit Pro service. As we talked about last week, I'm not able to get it here at my house, unfortunately. They thought I could initially, but when they actually did the physical site survey, it was out of scope. So that is it. That process is now done, and I'm stuck with my 12 megabits per second upload speed for at least the foreseeable future. A bunch of you, though, wrote in asking if I might want to look at doing a bonded network connection where I bring in an additional line from Comcast and then double up the Upstream connection. I could do that, but I think I'd be paying a lot of money to get very little. Because my upload speed is so minimal right now at 12, paying another $100 or so a month to go to 20 just didn't seem all that worth it to me. So what I'm going to do is just kind of hold out until they get my regular DOCSIS 3.1 gigabit service working here. That will get me up to 35 megabits in the Upstream direction, which is a step in the right direction, but not as fast as I would like it to be, but I'll take it. 3 times faster is better than nothing. So hopefully soon we will get that in-house here and we'll be ready to go with that. Bryce Holland also wrote in saying, hey, if 300 by 12 service is offered, which is what I have, why can't they just split the difference and offer 150 by 150? And cable doesn't work the same way that fiber does, in that Upstream is a lot more difficult on cable networks than it is on a fiber network, for example, because of how cable works. So typically in a local coax cable system, you've got fiber optic going to a node, which then converts the fiber optic out to coax, which then runs to customers' homes. And usually off one of those nodes is a whole neighborhood or more of houses. A lot of customers are on that, and everyone's sharing basically these analog coax cables for sending their data back. It's a more complex way of doing data transmission because you can't have people transmitting at the same time. It's a little more of a different technology than the downstream is, because essentially with downstream is that everybody's cable modem is getting all the data flowing through, but your cable modem is only listening for the stuff that's directed to it. Upstream is tougher, again, because everyone has to communicate at specific times and interference comes into play and everything else. So this is my diagnostic screen from my modem here. I've got 28 bonded downstream channels right now, so that's how they're able to deliver the bandwidth to me. They're just designated a lot of frequency on the wire for that. But there are only 4 upstream channels on my particular cable service. I think DOCSIS 3.0, which I'm using, allows for maybe 100 megabits upstream theoretically, but they're only enabling 10 or 12 where I am, just given probably how they have built out and engineered the network. And you'll also see here that it's got something called ATDMA for the channel type. And what this is, it's called time division multiple access. And I'm probably going to get some of this wrong. I'm sure some network person will correct me here. But generally what happens is that each cable modem has to wait for its turn to transmit so there's no collisions on this analog wire moving through. So that adds some complexity, again, on the upstream that makes the upstream process a different kind of technology versus the other. But this is all I get for upstream bonded channels, which is why it's as slow as it is. So the bottom line for me at the moment is that we're going to be stuck at 10 or 12 megabits per second until I get the new Comcast gigabit service. That'll bring us up to 35. Not as good as the 2 gigabits I would have had with Gigabit Pro, but close enough, I guess, for now. I have no other choices. My Q&A for you this week is, what are you getting out of your cable modem upstream speed? Some folks have written in about their fiber optic speed. I'd love to just see if other folks working with coax have been able to get anything beyond maybe 30 megabits per second, which is about the max that I've seen offered by Comcast Business. Let me know down in the comments below what you're getting on your coax cable.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, Too Much Sauce, Gerard Newberg, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/S.